Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm your host, the Sanfei. And today, I've got some more companions to talk to. Hey, you're alive.
Thank you for saving my life, and giving us a chance to help. I'm mostly studying now, but Hellisma can talk to you.
Alright, thank you. Gotta let the elf fruit grow. Eric, I'll talk to you in a minute. Look at this! Our hall doesn't have scaffolding in it every which way anymore. And we've got imposing figures standing in places. The other thing I want to make sure that I do before going too far is to more or less get rid of stuff that's taking up space in my inventory. I've already done some of the sorting. So that is...
Where's my lab? Right there.
Hello. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Of course, in doing the inventory sorting, I found out one thing that was annoying to find out that which way. So I will address the thing I found out before the end of this episode. But for now...
Inquisitor.
I'm gonna start at the top, work my way down. So I think I've gotten everyone outside. You're pacing.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum.
Congratulations.
Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture.
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
Well, good thing that you're a friend of a pirate.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The Chantry is faltering, but it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
Indeed. Also, I love how the Inquisitor was kind of just standing there shifting. It kind of looked like, to me at least, like she was almost leaning against the wall going, oh my god, I got that one spot on my back. I need to get it to scratched. Like, have y'all ever done that? I'm sure most people understand what I'm talking about when I say that. So, Dorian.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace.
Indeed.
You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Well,
Happy to oblige. A taste of home, just for you.
Not just for me. Fun for the whole family.
indeed.
Perhaps I should have invited some.
We were there. That's what counts. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. Fascinating.
And that is a reference back to Mark of the Assassin.
I should go.
As you wish.
Alright, thank you, Dorian. Yeah, because I got everyone outside. Solus.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
I'm pleased you had a good time.
Political gambits, broken promises, half-truths.
And there's the
It is a
mural.
palace full of motivation, and motivation is where great things happen. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally, especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
Am I sensing concern over how we dealt with Briala?
No. Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Who then?
Do you have much in common with? Who are your people?
A good
That is the question.
I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, I believe Briala is doing quite well on their behalf. She is an admirable woman.
Yeah, well, I think you're admirable as well.
You're an admirable man. Not many people know who they are the way you do.
Thank you. Both for saying that and for seeing it. Few in this world can see me, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears.
Yep, well, same issue. But no, look at this! The mural for the Winter Palace is done. Ah, so neat. You have the Orlesian masks as well. Okay. Oh, I forgot Vivienne while I was upstairs. What the hell? That's anchored too far in. It's gone through the wall. I have my reasons for wanting to get to Varric last. Mostly because of timing of everything else. I think his cutscene is going to be one of my favorites.
If you require any assistance.
Vivienne.
Inquisitor, I wonder if you might help me with a delicate situation.
No?
There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient.
Oh, whoa. I didn't
The
think we were going to
heart
get this.
of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it.
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
Thank you.
I didn't know you were an alchemist, Vivienne. What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all.
Are you?
The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
I mean,
You want me to risk my life to get this thing for you, but you won't tell me what it's for.
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to blab the secrets of those who put trust in my discretion. I would not have attained my position at court if I didn't know when to be silent.
okay.
I'm not a hunter. Why do you think I can help?
This beast is not hunted for sport, as other wyverns sometimes are. It is far more deadly.
Great.
In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched to either kill the creatures or drive them away from villages. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a martial aptitude.
And you thought of me. Fine, I'll help you.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart, or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
And indeed. I never thought we'd actually get that conversation. That is interesting. Alright. Varric.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. You're
Have
just
you?
in time. We almost had to start without you.
We couldn't have that, could we?
Sweet. It was right.
I found her, Ruffles. Deal her in.
I do hope I recall the rules. It's been ages since I've played a game of Wicked Grace.
Grab a seat. We're ready to start.
Are we playing cards or what?
Are 3 drakes better than a pair of swords? Ugh, I can never remember.
Seeker, remember how I said, don't show anyone your hand? That rule includes announcing it to the table.
There's a crown on his head, but a sword too. His head didn't want either.
Don't talk to the face cards, kid.
You seem to have enough people. I have 1,000 things to do.
Losing money can be both relaxing and habit-forming. Give it a try.
Curly, if any man in history ever needed a hobby, it's you.
Dealer starts. Oh, I believe I'll start at... Oh, 3 coppers. Do you think that's too daring? Maybe I'll make it 1. No. Boldness. 3 it is.
Seriously, who starts at 3 coppers? Silver or go home?
Bolder the better, right? I'm in.
Me too. Well, are you in?
Just remember, I'm still new to this game.
Don't worry, you'll pick it up in no time.
Of course.
So shiny.
And there's an empty chair.
The poor recruit ran out into the dining hall in nothing but his knickers. And this profound silence fell over the hall as 70 mages and 30 Templars all turned to stare at once. Then, a slow round of applause began and spread until every soul was on their feet. A standing ovation.
What did he do?
Saluted, turned on his heel, and marched out like he was in full armor.
He did not.
Good man.
You're shitting us.
That's how you know it's true. I could never put that in a book. Too unlikely.
There's a nice little fan comic regarding this story where Cullen is telling it and Alistair is sitting beside him. And it turns out Alistair was the recruit he was talking about. Again, fan comic. So... Alright. You know what? I've played this level in very cheeky, so...
I've got one for you. The clan decided to camp near this ruined fortress, right on the edge of the Tirashan, dark as the bottom of a well. The keeper swore up and down it was safe, but some of the hunters started hearing noises in the middle of the night. They ran out of there fast as you think, bare asses shining in the moonlight the whole way back to their village.
Not bad. You don't mind if I steal that one, do you?
Well done.
I like the part with the rabbit. There should be more rabbits in stories.
That was scandalous. It would ruin the Inquisition if anyone found out. Tell it again. And the dealer takes everything. I win again.
Deal again. I've figured out your tells, Lady Ambassador.
Commander, everyone knows a lady has no tells.
Then let's see if your good fortune lasts one more hand.
Ah, hell.
I want another chance to win my dignity back. Deal me in.
Maybe someone else should be dealer.
Don't say a word, dwarf.
I tried to warn you, Curly.
Never bet against an Antiva, Commander.
I'm leaving. I don't want to witness our commander's walk of shame back to the barracks.
Well, I do.
It comes off. I didn't know it came off.
Alright. I'll turn around for you.
I'm glad you decided to join us tonight. It's too easy to mistake you for the Inquisitor.
This was fun.
I enjoyed this.
See? That's what I mean. It's easy to forget you're not just an icon or symbol. Like those statues of Andraste holding bowls of fire. At least it is for me. You up for another game when this is all over, Inquisitor?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't miss it.
Good. It'll take me a while to talk Cullen into it. Maybe I'll work the revenge angle.
And that thing under the table.
Did I win?
Nope. Sarah is a lightweight. One of my favorite cutscenes in this game. The only thing that really kind of is not as pleasant regarding that cutscene is the fact that well, some of you may have already figured out what I discovered, first of all. But I hate the fact that you have all of these things, these comments that happen after the stories, and they happen one at a time. But generally, I think anyone who knows that if you've been there, you would definitely have just a lot of people talking over each other.
Corypheus is taking the lot of them apart.
The Inquisition is on its tail. That thing is a coward, even if it's lots of places.
Didn't it?
Pride of the stables, Inquisition. Never seen a finer mount.
How
are
they?
Your charges? Well supplied?
Oversupplied. Never thought a mountain pass could seem like luxury.
Good.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
Yeah, so maybe I triggered that cutscene at the wrong time. 'Cause there is someone who was supposed to be there.
I should look around.
Who's?
I return, Inquisitor.
Yes!
As does the Quizquisition.
Yes!
It begins now, and there is a timer. Loghain MacTier is a hero to some and a monster to others. He was also Terran of which Ferelden settlement?
Warren.
I believe the answer is Warren.
Correct. Well played. We will continue when I have time and the wind calls me.
Oh, I'm so glad we found him again. Alright. Letter. Inquisitor, you've been a friend and an inspiration. You've given me the wisdom to know right from wrong, and more importantly, the courage to uphold the former. It's been an honor to serve you. A message from Blackwall. Oh dear. Hello.
The Spy Master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Any idea?
Go on. Liliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything, yet. Sister Liliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
Crumpled report. Lieutenant Cyril Mornay, one of the soldiers responsible for the Callier massacre of 937, was captured in Leeds. Like the others who were arrested for their involvement, Mornay insists that he did not know who he was assassinating and that he was just following the orders of his captain. This captain, Tom Rayner, is still at large. Mornay is to be executed within the week in Valroyo. So, yeah, essentially I went to go do some inventory sorting and was clicking through everyone, and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't find Blackwall. Oh dear. Alright. What? Got another? From Meriden?
You're certain?
I don't know.
Inquisitor.
What's new?
What's been going on?
Just waiting to get back out there.
Okay.
Take care.
Everyone's quests are opening up.
Empress so far in the reign of the lion, eclipsing the eye of the empire.
Alright. Both. I want to clean up some other actions before I pick up your quest. Sorry. And also get my health bar fixed again.
Inquisitor.
Yeah. Josie!
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was en masse, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
Well,
no one can say the evening wasn't memorable.
They've already begun composing songs about it in Val Royale, no doubt. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Corypheus skillfully took advantage. It's disturbing so few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
Yeah, that did surprise me.
You'd think the game's greatest players would spot a murderer in their midst.
As I said, insularity. Familiar rivals become the only ones worth sparring with. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
I did feel out of place.
I kept dreading I'd drop the wrong spoon or step on a general's foot.
Well done. Feuds that spanned ages have sparked over less.
Really?
And I danced well.
Inquisitor never underestimates the enmity of those for whom outrage is a sport.
Oh, I'm aware. That's why you agreed to have them fight Cassandra. Wrong button. Alright. To the War Council.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
Our alliance with Orlais holds. For the present. They'll send aid on request.
Great.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons.
Yes.
With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus' followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Oh, good.
We've beaten their god twice over. Corypheus must be livid. Where is he now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
Large group of people. Yeah.
Good of Corypheus to make it easy to find him. If he's hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we finish him.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more,
Really?
What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us, which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
Go ahead.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
'Tis best if I show you.
Ugh.
This is an Illuvian, an elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
This belonged to my people.
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds, untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
And
what does it
so
do? A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Indeed. And so we load. I didn't realize I found chapter 9.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost. I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
This place is extraordinary. How could this even exist?
Who can say? Formed from the fabric of time and space, perhaps. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
So...
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
And you have such a key?
I suppose you have such a key.
The key can be many things. Each Illuvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
Meaning?
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
Places between, like this one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I had a respite with the man I loved.
Aww.
For a time, I had a safe place to raise my son. But only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
Wow, Sophie was here with her. I've not seen this where the warden went with Morgan at the end of Witch Hunt, so that's actually really cool.
Corypheus wants to come here. This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Alluvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
And I like how, like, the audio changes in this place to be more echoey. Kind of shows how empty it is. Simply by walking away. Alright. And that's where Alluvian is. Right outside of the garden. Nope, don't want to wander too close yet. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. And in the meantime, in between time, take care, have fun, happy trails.